Hello everyone, welcome to GV Reddy Automation World. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe to the channel, enable notification so that whenever I will post the videos, you will not miss out the notifications. So we are continuing on the Selenium interview series. In today's class, we'll see advantages of FluentWait. Right, we have seen implicit wait. What are the advantages, drawbacks, explicit wait also we have seen. Now we'll see FluentWait. Okay, what is the FluentWait? Right, first we'll create the WebDriver instance and then just we'll launch some website, our famous website, Orange HRM. Okay, then. Okay, fine. Now we'll create in interviews, they will mostly ask FluentWait only. They will ask to write down the FluentWait syntax. We have to remember it's a little bit lengthy. WebDriver driver equal to right WebDriver wait equal to new FluentWait. We have to use the generics. Otherwise, what will happen? We will get a warnings. We will get a warning. We will get a warning like this. Right. So we have to use the generics. We have to pass the WebDriver. We have to pass the WebDriver as a generic parameter. Like in the list collections, we will pass a list of string, list of like this. Here, weight of WebDriver. A new FluentWait. And then we have three methods we have to call. One is the with timeout, duration of seconds. What is the maximum time we have to wait for the element? What is the maximum time we have to wait for it? And polling every. That means here, what is the advantage of FluentWait? We can poll. That means we no need to wait until 60 seconds blindly. That means sometimes, right, some elements will appear maybe slowly. Right, it may appear some slowly. So what will happen? We need to re-verify again. Web page we have to verify again and again. That means instead of verifying immediately, we will wait 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds or every 10 seconds or every 15 seconds based on the scenario. Right? We can wait it. Right, with the timeout, maximum timeout, polling every 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you can keep anything. And ignoring, until that we are ignoring the exception. Right, we are ignoring any exception, no such element exception, we are ignoring. So suppose if we take one example, okay, I am trying to enter the username. Okay, I am trying to enter username. So I have given a FluentWait. Right, FluentWait as a 60 seconds. Right, what will happen? It will verify. Right, it will verify first. Initially, it will verify at 0th second whether web element is loaded or not. If it is available, it will go to next element. Otherwise, suppose our polling time is 10 seconds. Right, polling time is 60 seconds. Suppose. Right, polling time is 60 seconds. 10 seconds. Polling time is 10 seconds. That means every 10 seconds, that means it will wait for 10 seconds. It will go and verify whether element is available or not. If not again available, wait for 10 more seconds. That means at 20 seconds, it will go. Suppose if element is available, it will go for next element. Right. It will not poll until the 60 seconds. It will poll every 10 seconds. If element is available, it will go away for next one. If it is element found. If element is not found, it will verify at 30th seconds, 40th seconds, 50th seconds, and then 60th second. Right. It will poll like this. 30th seconds, 40th second, 50th second, 60th second. Like this, it will verify. So we'll see wait dot until We can give normal as expected conditions. Right. We can also give like this expected conditions, visibility of visibility of element located by dot locator. We can give by dot CSS. Maybe any CSS. We can wait for the username to be visible. Right. Then maybe enter the driver dot find element by dot CSL and send keys. Just wait for it as a. But if you want to see whether it is polling every 5 seconds or not, right? We want to see every 5 seconds it is polling or not. If you write like this, we cannot identify that. We will have a what wait method will take. It will take a function. It will take a function. This is a functional, right? We can write a function like we can write a function like a driver lambda expression. We can write a functional interface concept if you know the Java functional interface. Then we can wait for the return. Not like this. We can wait for driver dot find element is element displayed or visible something display. Okay, wait until the is element is displayed. If element is displayed something driver is we are getting lambda expression parameter cannot redeclare another variable. Okay, it is saying it's already driver is there. Don't declare it again. So just we'll keep it is outside. Okay, outside. Okay, that's fine now. Okay. Okay, then here we will add a simple system.out.println checking for the element, retrying for the element. Okay, so that we will see whether it is really right retrying for the element every 5 seconds if the element is not available. Currently element is available. We'll see. Okay, page is loaded. It will take some time. Okay, it got failed immediately. Why? Okay, sometimes what will happen internally, it will throw timeout exception. Maybe we will generic exception. We will keep a exception class and then run it. We will use exception class and then we'll see it so that it will catch all the ignore all the exception. First starting, then it is waiting for 5 seconds. Then see next 5 seconds it is hold and within 5 seconds. First time I think this is the 0th second. This is the 5 seconds. Immediately it got 5 seconds. It is waited. It come out of it. The element is found. Suppose I have given wrong locator. Okay, I am giving a user one something. Okay, now we will run it. Now we will get the actual functionality of the FluentWait. Okay, now the element it is trying to find out the element. Okay, it is checking every 5 seconds. That is the first 5 seconds, then 10 seconds, then 15 seconds. It is retrieving. Actually, we can write in until expected. Most of the people know only expected conditions. Right? We can also write a functions also. This is the if you know the functional interfaces concept, lambda expressions, it is very easy. Right? Just we need to pass the variable lambda expression and inside a square brackets we can write whatever code we want here. If you want to write multiple lines of code, we will go with a functions. Let's see, it is polling every 5 seconds until 60 max time 60 seconds. Once 60 seconds is crossed, it got failed. What is the exception when it is failed? Timeout exception. Right, we got a timeout exception. Why timeout exception? Because of no such element exception. Right, internally it will throw no such element exception, and then we found FluentWait will throw timeout exception. Right, this is how we can use the FluentWait, the advantage of FluentWait. If we write a functions, we can also sometimes write we want to verify whether really retrying, or we want to do multiple lines of code, right? Then we will go for explicit wait also we can write same thing. Explicit wait also we can write. Right? This is about the fluent. Right. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, enable notification. If you have any doubts or queries, please comment in the comment section. Right. Please share to your friends. Thanks for watching.